Hello and welcome to the Triangle Podcast, episode 10 we're on now. I'm Christian.
Do you want to go first this time?
Oh, I'm Jesus.
I'm Jesse.
And today we'll be talking about just, an update on the season. And we have a little segment we're going to throw out today and start. And it's going to be called If I Were a GM. That'll be explained later.
And buckets.
And buckets.
Strictly buckets.
Speaking of buckets, I mean, this week.
Oh, it was insane.
Not even this week, this season.
Mm-hmm. I said it.
It's crazy because, last episode we covered the best performances of the year.
Right?
And I feel like we could do one every damn week the way it's going.
I got to leave Clay Thompson, go James Harden. What he put up is ridiculous.
Sure.
Isn't that the first time, anyone
it's the first time
50,
we ever seen a stat line like that?
56, 17, and...
It was 50... No, it was 50...
16 rebounds and 17 assists.
Yeah, we got to get these stats.
It's 52 points, 17 assists, and 16 rebounds.
That's ridiculous.
So me and my friend were talking about it yesterday, honestly. And you know how much points he was responsible for in himself?
It was 98, 96, something like that.
I honestly saw the total, and I think it was just above 100. It was ridiculous.
Was it?
Yeah, you got to think, because that's 52 points, 17 assists. Rockets is a great three-point shooting team, so you got to figure how many assists.
Or times 3,
Yeah.
So times that by 2
and
or 3.
And a free throw line, maybe.
And then, God forbid, he gets some offensive rebounds. That's even more. That's saving a bucket right there. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it could be a putback or something simple.
I said this before, they changed the hula hoop they changed the hoop for a hula hoop.
Yeah, that's
these guys
really
are just... And limitless range.
I don't know who's going to win Defensive Player of the Year because the way...
They still got to be quiet because nobody's scoring on him when it comes to
still,
talent.
all around, the league, they don't know how to defend.
It's gonna be a spotty all defense teams, but Kawhi Leonard, and Draymond Green are still quality defenders.
Now, do you see it as defense going down or offense just going up?
Offense just picking up crazy.
Because you see these teams, the Rockets, for example, setting records in 3-point shooting. And Warriors,
even the Cavs too.
Yeah, you see all these teams that are just the 3-point line is as pivotal as it's ever been.
Mm-hmm. Oh hell yeah!
It's all about space and pace. I heard that on another what was it? The True Hoops podcast, and they're talking about this pace and pace.
And space.
And space. Wow, I cannot say it 10 times faster at all. But guys just have more opportunities to shoot the ball, and people's skill sets are getting even higher. I'm thinking about it. They might as well. Should they put that 3-point line a little further?
Should that be? I don't know.
It's just getting easier, doesn't it feel?
I just think the standards of the league are going up, and that's all it is. Like we said before, keeping a team under 90 points is like the new keeping a team under 100, and it's just gonna go higher and higher. Keeping a team under 80 is just keeping the team under 100.
Did you hear? I just saw Joel Embiid. He said by the end of his career he wanted to be a point guard.
Yeah, point guard. I heard about that.
What is this league? I swear this league at one point everyone's gonna be 7'2", shooting threes, have incredible handles, and it's gonna be positionless basketball.
This is a little bit off of NBA topic, but did you guys see the footage of LaMelo Ball? Do you know who that is? He's a high school player. The high school player that pointed to the half-court line.
Oh, yeah. He plays for UCLA now.
Oh, that's this guy's. No. That's his brother.
Thinking of, this is his younger brother. I think he's a senior in high school or something like that.
Yeah.
But this is the generation.
With confidence.
Yeah, this is the generation we're building. He literally pointed at the half-court line and pulled up a 3. And just with ease, with confidence.
Soaked it.
Yeah, well, if I was his coach, I would have benched him right there. That's one.
Yeah.
But if you look at it that's a high school court compared to the NBA.
Still.
I think it's still 96 feet.
It's still
right?
up.
I think it's 90, right?
90 feet.
I honestly think it might be almost
only
the same amount.
only thing is different is that 3-point line.
The 3-point line, and maybe even the free throw line, to be honest.
Oh, maybe. Yeah.
That's still impressive, though. Shooting from half court,
it's impressive.
Steph Curry
it's literally. We're gonna be in the generation of Steph Curry babies. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We're the product of the Stephen Curry age.
We really are.
That always happens too when you see in generations like Akeem Olajuwon. He was the first center who had a good range, a good free throw shooter. There was other good ones, but he had the all around game. Yeah. And now you look at Joel Embiid, you look at DeMarcus Cousins, Anthony Davis. These guys are 7-footers
and expanding.
And they can shoot.
And they're so loose in their feet, they can turn around both shoulders and snipe it in your face. You know what I mean? There's only back then we said centers can't shoot free throws, and now there's only a couple of them who can't shoot free throws.
Yeah.
It's really getting to a point that everybody has a damn 3-point shot now. I mean, we see it with the skills challenge expanding to centers, and whatnot. But it's
that shit's a joke.
Didn't a center win last year?
I think it was.
Was it Boogie?
Yeah, I think it was Boogie.
I don't keep up. That's the only thing I don't keep up with. That game.
Skills.
But let's start with how the week started. Last time we were talking about the Christmas games, and I think we covered a few games after. So let's just start at where my birthday was, December 28th, and we'll start the week from there. Where let's not review every game, but go over some key games.
There was some really good games. I don't know if I didn't look at the list, but the Cavs and Celtics game.
Yeah, we'll get to it. Let's start it off with the Knicks losing to Atlanta in OT, 102-98.
OT.
It's just. To me, this is just what do you call them when they can't make it to the top?
It's gatekeepers.
Yeah, it's basically a game of two gatekeepers going at it.
And who was it again?
Atlanta versus Knicks.
Oh yeah.
Just
which is crazy. Well, no. Knicks are not a gatekeeper yet. That's the Toronto.
Yeah, they're not.
That's Toronto and Atlanta. Those are the gatekeepers.
Knicks is somewhere searching them. Honestly, the
Knicks are bottom feeders.
Did you see the video of Jeff Hornacek? He called the play and Melo.
With Melo's isolation,
was gonna go for the pick and roll, and Melo was like, "Nah, I got it."
I got the
he turned
ball.
Right around, went to the bench, and then he missed the horrible shot. That shit was funny as hell.
Looking at it now, the Eastern Conference standings, talking about gatekeepers, this whole division is in shambles, man. We have the Knicks, who are like I think 6th our last podcast. Now they're 10th.
For real?
Yes.
Yeah.
Damn,
it's
bro.
up and down.
18. The Wizards were just 6th. Like literally, I checked 2 days ago. Now they're 9th again. The Wizards are improving though. We'll probably see. We'll see a few wins coming from there.
I'm pretty excited that the league isn't boring because there's a lot of games like going in, like just last night. Your Lakers beating the Grizzlies, this is it's up and
the
up
Grizzlies
and down.
just beat the Warriors, the Oklahoma City Thunder by like 25
Yeah,
points.
yeah.
If these first two teams, the Cavaliers and Warriors, weren't so damn top heavy, this would be such an exciting league.
Oh yeah,
because it's literally like who's the best, who's the third best team in the league.
Yeah.
Like I feel like that's the question right now.
I wish KD didn't leave.
Yeah.
If maybe go to another team. Make it more interesting.
Yeah, it would make.
We were arguing before and like what's the more enjoyable spot to watch, NFL or MMA or NBA, and the thing that NFL has, talking about like actual ball sport,
you just never know who's gonna win. Yeah, any given Sunday.
NBA, I mean, you got the bottom seeds are unpredictable, but the top seeds are always going to be Spurs, Clippers, Cavs, Warriors. Well, it was Thunder for the last few years. And if you hear my dog barking, he barks at everything. He'll literally bark at
wind.
Yeah, he'll bark at why is the trees moving.
Yeah, but that's why football is exciting. But NBA this season, it's like that though. We got like the Lakers beating the Warriors in the beginning of the season. The
Grizzlies
Cavs
beating the Warriors.
Yeah,
the Hawks just beat the Spurs in overtime.
Yeah, you know what I mean.
Like,
so this is just an up and down season, and we're not going to see that that famous.
Well, while we're talking about like surprising victories and like anybody could win on any given day, almost on the same day, the 28th, we had the freaking Pelicans beat the Clippers by 4.
Oh well, the Clippers are still they're on the way down.
Their leading scorer was Austin Rivers at 22. And Anthony Davis only dropped 20 points.
I don't know. I feel like the Clippers they're done. They're just finished competing. Like
they're done.
They're waiting for their stars to come back or get healthy because CP3 is still getting healthy. Blake is going to be out for a significant time. Yeah. Draymond is no offense. That the man can produce no offense.
Wait, Draymond?
I mean, Andre. DeAndre Jordan. Whoa.
What's that called? When I think it's an anagram, right? When you take one word.
Yeah, Dre.
I think Andre and DeAndre got the same letters in them, but
he can produce no offense.
How you go from Draymond though? I would pick
Andre Draymond.
But we also got the Toronto at Golden State, where a predictable win. Warriors won, and I think this was another game they were leading by a lot. Toronto came back in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, but that happened last time.
Yeah, it's honestly just Warriors, sitting their bench and whatnot. We had a game that we predicted, and I forgot. I think it was Jesus said Thunder. It was Thunder at Memphis.
Oh yeah, well, freaking Russell Westbrook got ejected in the third quarter.
Yeah, he had no assists either.
Yeah, Memphis killed them. They were already killing them by the third quarter though.
Yeah.
So Memphis is really a team to. I'm not gonna say look out for, but like they're really a surprising team.
Yeah, without Mike Conley either.
Yeah, once again, if it wasn't for the freaking Cavaliers and Warriors being so damn,
I think
good,
I think Mike Conley is back.
No,
he's not.
No, there's no way in hell.
Yeah.
There's no way
I was
Mike
reading-
Conley's
dude,
back.
No,
I was
I
reading
know he was
stats,
about
bro.
to come back, but I don't think he was.
I was just
He's
reading.
out for a few more weeks.
I don't think so.
Yeah.
He wasn't.
I
Projected
just
to,
seen his stats a couple days ago.
I gotta look this up because I know he wasn't projected to come back for a while.
No, there's no way.
Are you showing him?
Did not play a sprained left big toe.
Oh, okay.
All right, yeah, okay.
Sprained big toe.
But that wasn't the injury he went out for.
I thought I just seen
Hold
his
on,
stats.
now I have to look this up.
Yeah, there's no way.
Oh, against the Sacramento, he just played.
When was this?
Did he really?
Dropped 22.
When he came back?
When did he come back?
Whenever Sacramento game was. This is.
Let me see.
Look that game up.
Yeah, he came right after the. Oh,
8 rebounds.
wow, he actually played. Whoa, where have we been?
Seriously.
He played against the Magic on the 26th. Whoa.
What the hell?
Yeah.
My
this
man
is-
came back the 16th.
Yeah, we low key not even
December
watching
16th.
Grizzlies
He
He
games.
wasn't supposed to come back.
You want to
for
hear
a few more
something
weeks.
crazy too? And he came back and they took 3 straight L's. Now, it's crazy because he wasn't projected to come back to January.
Yeah,
and, like,
yeah.
It's hard because Grizzlies don't.
End of
really,
January,
Grizzlies don't
yeah.
really get TV time like that. So
Yeah, so it's hard to really just like, oh, let's watch out for the Grizzlies.
yeah, wow.
Wow, I'm glad
Let's
you brought
be
that up.
let's
That's
be
surprising.
Yeah, let's be honest, they're boring.
Yeah, they're boring.
Yeah,
too.
yeah. There's no exciting. Not to distance them, and they're doing really well, and they have great
It's
players,
crazy
but-
because like. I don't have NBA League Pass or anything like that.
Can you
know, I have-
believe that
I
Rudy
wish
Gay
I
was on
did.
that team at one point?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
know.
He was on Toronto too.
Like, do you
Yeah,
understand
it's
that?
crazy.
Like, and these teams are just like they're struggling from that 3 position. Imagine if he was still in that team.
Yeah, but I don't know. When I do stream games, I don't have League Pass or anything like that. I try to avoid Grizz. Like, yeah, I
When
think
the
I'd
Grizzlies
rather watch.
comes up, we just
Like, I look down the list of people playing, and I watch Kings, I watch 76ers, but like Grizzlies are just like, you know what I mean? And honestly, it might be because they're a defensive team. They held Thunder under 80, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I think it's getting to the point where defense isn't fun to watch.
no, it's not at all.
We like to
It's
see
all about offense. It's
I mean,
all
it's
about
like that-
getting
yeah, it's-
buckets.
Yeah.
But another game on the 29th, we had Boston at Cleveland, and if
Hell
you were
of a
just
game.
if you were just watching the first half, I know a few people tuned off, but I kept it on the whole time. As soon as the first half ended, I was like, all right, well, this game is getting out of hand. I played a little 2K next to it, but I still kept the game on. And then I watched them come back in the fourth quarter, and then I had to pause my game, and I was like, yo, this just turned into a hell of a game.
Yep.
And we had it was their key players going off. They had one player. He used to play for the Pistons. Oh, I gotta look this up now. He was a big man for the Pistons, I want to say.
When?
And he had a hell of a fourth quarter. Let me find this. It was
For Boston?
Jerebko.
Okay.
He went
Oh,
off. He went
did,
off in
yeah.
the last quarter. I remember
Good
him
big
hitting
man
like maybe
shoots
4
threes.
straight shots.
But I don't know if you guys read. Did you hear what Danny Ainge wants to who he wants to acquire?
Who?
Who are you talking about?
Jahlil Okafor.
yeah.
Have you seen that one? It'd be interesting. It made some interesting news. I think it would benefit them, and you better watch out. You know what I mean? If they do acquire him, because he might not get as much limelight as Joel Embiid now.
No.
But he has good offensive game.
Yeah, he came out of Duke.
Well, while we're on that topic, save that for when we get to the segment, because our I Wish I Were a GM segment will be just us in the shoes of a GM and what we think should happen or what we think they should acquire, who they should acquire, maybe contracts they should drop or whatever. But
Speaking of Duke, right before we move on, Coach K is leaving Duke.
No, I didn't see
Yeah,
that.
breaking news. Coach K is leaving Duke after this season.
why?
I haven't
I
seen
don't
that
know.
at all.
I would love
I
him in the
remember
NBA.
seeing something of his health issues very recently.
Yeah, he
so-
has health issues, but I would love for him to go into the NBA. Imagine what he could do.
Oh, it'd be
Yeah,
interesting.
that's
I mean, he coaches the Olympics, but
So he already knows how to deal with these
of course.
star players. Dude.
Oh yeah.
But yeah,
But,
he's a great coach.
Now I'm gonna mention this game because of what I'm gonna do later. I'm gonna just mention every Lakers game that passed for a specific reason, and you guys will find out later. The same day Lakers lost on TNT to Dallas,
Oh, I saw this.
101 to 89, and during the halftime show, did you guys see the halftime show?
No.
I don't know what Shaq had a little pissy fit that day. It was weird. I remember he broke one of the studio lights so it wasn't shining on him, and he literally looked like an unlocked character because like there was no light on him whatsoever. They were all bagging on him. They're like, "Yo, Shaq, I can't see you." But anyways, Charles Barkley was talking so much crap about the Lakers, saying how. One, he was flip-flopping on statements saying Lakers aren't an exciting team to watch. I disagree, we are. But aren't an exciting team to watch. We don't have a future. He was saying some reckless things, and they were all trying to counter at him. And then he'll flip-flop and, oh, no, you guys got some good players. But yeah, it was just a disappointing Lakers game. They held its own until the last quarter, like they always do, and just fell apart. I feel like.
Hey, remember, just a young team, hard to put up points. After you lose momentum, it's really difficult.
Yeah,
to get
that's
that
the
ball
thing.
in the
Momentum is very much needed for young teams.
Of course.
Yeah, but because when they're feeling themselves, they are feeling themselves.
They have a better future than the Timberwolves.
Oh yeah.
That's an argument. But then the next day we had Chicago at Indiana, which this is leading more of the downfall of Chicago. We had them losing 111 to 101.
They're on a spiral towards
they really
the bottom.
are.
And we have more to say to that.
Even though Jimmy Butler did have a very exciting game recently, dropping 52. Against the Nets with who's Bogdanovich was guarding him. He gave him a little shimmy, hit it at the buzzer, and then him dropping 52. But he's gonna need more than that. He needs guys who are gonna produce. Now Rondo is a bench player, coming off the bench, so that switches the dynamic of things.
Ever since he left Boston, like he's been switching around teams, and he's just such a good, talented player. And the fact that people don't like him or his personality or the way he plays, like Rondo, like come on now, like Rondo was arguably top 5 point guard a few years ago.
Oh yeah, MVP candidate.
Man.
But the thing, you don't think so?
I know. I do think so. I do think so. It's just we have a segment to get to. With
My bad.
With these people. That's why I don't want to cut the talk too much. You know what I mean? But let's move on. I just want to see what Jesse's opinion on this. Pelicans beat the Knicks by 12 points.
It's a joke to me.
Yeah.
Like the Pelicans beating the Knicks. Come on now. Like, we
just,
want to be in the
honestly,
playoffs.
Honestly, the Pelicans have been getting it together, though, recently.
I know, but that's a game we need to win if we want to be in the playoffs.
Houston beating Clippers by 24, man. This is just showing you. I mean,
right?
Granted, they don't have Chris Paul.
If Chris Paul leaves that team, even if they do get Blake back,
I think they're right back where they started. Mm-hmm. Remember the days when they had Blake, when they drafted Blake, when they were trash?
Blake, yeah. I think Baron Davis was part of that team.
Oh, yeah, that's way.
My God.
The throwbacks, right? We had.
It sucks that they're gonna go back into the medieval days because like it took them a long time to get out and never got to reach that potential. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So
they never will.
And then they lost the next day to the Thunder, 114 to 88. Their leading scorer was Brandon Bass.
Like this is.
18 points.
I wish I had the chirps, just the chirps in the background, the crickets.
Then we had the Hawks beating the San Antonio Spurs, which we kind of covered for a little bit. OT. Just game. Another fact that it could happen any given day. A team could lose.
Yep.
That's really all it is.
Tim Hardaway, come to the Knicks, please. The way you were playing the other day.
He was on it. Was he on the Knicks? Mm-hmm. He's not coming back.
Yeah.
Then we had Raptors beating the Lakers, which Lakers are again not doing too well in the last quarter. And Kyle Lowry ran off with 41. So, But Raptors, great team.
Didn't Ingram posterize someone in that game?
Yeah, he did. I forgot who it was exactly.
Joannis Valanciunas.
Was it Joannis?
Yeah.
Yep. Big poster for him. Lakers got some people that could throw some posters. I give them that. Bucks beating the Thunder, just another good win for the Bucks, up and coming team. And it's looking like that's about it. To be honest, we had the Spurs beating San Antonio a few days after. Then we had yesterday with the Lakers beating Grizzlies, which we covered a little bit.
That was a good win.
Yeah, while I end with that game, I just want to talk about how bad the Lakers have been recently and how much it's been getting me irritated. Because it's really coming to a point where we hold our own for the first 3 quarters of the game, and then every fourth quarter...
You blow it.
We blow it every single time. And even if we win the game, I promise you... We're going to make it scary in the fourth quarter.
Yeah.
And it's very disappointing. And I understand we have a young team, but I feel like it's also Luke Walton on this point, too.
I guess
Luke Walton's doing a great job, but he got to get something together in the fourth quarter, a plan or a game plan or something established so that we don't choke.
I think it's guys just getting tired.
Yeah, I think it's no consistency.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They're playing 3-quarter basketball or first half basketball. So I'm not sure. Because Luke Walton is such a good coach. He's a solid coach. He played with the Warriors, who knew how to finish teams. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It's really getting frustrating as a fan and as just a NBA fan. You know what I mean? As a fan of a team and as an NBA fan, I hate seeing this happen every consistent game. And D'Angelo Russell stopped playing so damn spotty. Julius Randle stopped playing. So, honestly, I think Julius Randle is the most consistent player that's our youngest most consistent player.
He just had a triple-double.
Remember, he has it easy, though.
Yesterday.
You know what I mean? He's not really the star guy, but he's going to get nice numbers. So
that's true.
Maybe one day he'll be the star on that team.
Nick Young, I'm thankful for you for actually, because you didn't do anything for the last few seasons. Now you're picking it up when we really need you to. So I'm glad his connection with Luke Walton is good too. Lou Williams, I'm thankful for you. But then we go down the list, and it's Jordan Clarkson. He gets spotty too. He gets spotty where it's him not even taking shots. And Ingram specifically, he plays so unaggressive. And I know they keep talking about it. I know he had a conversation with Jim Buss. And Jim Buss was basically telling him, like, yo, you got the potential to be something great. You got the potential to be an all-star. Play, like, not play like all-star, but get aggressive. He's taking shots, and his field goal percentage isn't great right now either. So, I don't know. He really got to get it together. He's a very long guy. Pause. He's a very long guy.
I feel you.
But, like, so you should really use that to the best of your ability.
Yeah.
And he's running up point a lot. But that doesn't mean you should be so damn passive. And it's really getting frustrating to a point.
It's going to take him a few years to build.
Nah, he just got to... I don't know if it's him being young and he doesn't want to take the limelight off the guys on his team, but...
He's playing very shy.
Yeah, very safe.
And
you
timid.
Know what I mean? Yeah, picking the shots he takes. So I can see why he's a little hesitant. With Jordan Clarkson, I felt like this should have been Jordan Clarkson, like, breakout year, like, most improved player.
I mean, he's averaging, like, 16 points a game. He's doing his thing.
I'm talking about, I think he needs it. I thought he was going to step up his game like a CJ McCollum. You know what I mean? Widen out his range, take more shots.
No, his range is actually really good right now. I mean...
Yeah.
Well, but you know what I mean? Like, be the next guy. Be, like the
thing is... That's another thing that I could rant about, because we have to find our roles. It's almost like they have to find their roles. They have to find who's their number one. Because at points, I don't know if it's Russell. I don't know if it's Williams. I don't know if it's Clarkson.
Yeah.
And is like Randall, when he gets these triple doubles, he looks like he could be our team. You know what I mean? So I got to find out who. Like, I know we talked about before that maybe teams don't really need roles, but you need a leader at least.
Yeah, it has to be between Clarkson. I think it should be Clarkson.
I think it should be Russell. That's the thing.
I agree. The thing I don't like about the Lakers is if you think about their team, like you mentioned D'Angelo Russell, Jordan Clarkson, Brandon Ingram, Nick Young, Lou Williams, and all these guys, like, no offense, if you look into their game, I really think, like, at each position, each player has, like, the same role. Like, one's a shooter, the other's a shooter, the other could play defense, the other power forward could play defense, or all the small forwards, they could grab rebound. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like at each position, they both have the same game. Like, that's the thing I don't like about the Lakers, like, what their future is, because, like, if they have the same players...
similar?
They have two similar roles. Like, they play the same way. Like, if you want to be successful in the league, you need to have a point guard that could shoot, and then a point guard to play maybe some defense. You know what I mean? Like, mix up your roles on your team. Not have the same, like, personalities and playing ball together, because it's not going to mix
Remember,
well.
this is kind of like their first year playing together.
Yeah,
after
it's almost like they're all rookie years.
Yeah. But I'm telling you, Jordan
They're
Clarkson,
doing a good job.
Jordan Clarkson needs to step up his game now.
Just one more thing is, it's just that we're giving team when we blow these games, and we started off so hot. When we blow these games, we're giving people the perception that we're not a talented team.
Yeah.
Like, Charles Barkley saying these things, I thought was taking a word out of Stephen A's book, asinine. Like, that's I don't think that should even be said about our team, because we do have talent and we do have potential. And if we want, we're still LA, we're still a big market. We're 20th in what is it called?
Cap space.
Yeah, cap space. We have tons of cap space coming up this season, and I feel like if you really want to prove that you're a team that people want, you're an attraction team, then just play more like it almost, because we have the potential.
Basically, look, you got to close teams out when you have the lead and play
it's
aggressive.
Really just that.
Yeah, play aggressive all four quarters. You have to be.
The Lakers are going to be a huge team in the future, because now that Kobe's gone, there's going to be big players going there. Like, hey, like, I could lead this team to a championship, or lead them to a finals or a Western Conference Finals, and start up like a dynasty with these young players.
Yeah,
I feel like that's what's going to be happening with the Lakers in a few seasons.
Yeah, I mean, I hope so. But
I hope so too.
Now off to how we started this conversation, started the podcast with these performances. We covered the James Harden performance a little bit. That just an epic performance, and it's not only him that was going off. We had Jimmy Butler go off yesterday. Ridiculous. Let me pull up the stat line right now, because It's really just people. These are players that are doing everything on the court now. We had Jimmy Butler drop 52 points, shooting 15 for 24, 12 rebounds, 6 assists, 3 steals, and 1 block, and a win.
That's crazy. Who'd they play?
They played the Hornets.
Yeah, okay. Hornets are still
a solid team.
That's a solid team, yeah.
That's a good win right there. That's a quality win, especially for a struggling Bulls team. That a performance like that motivates you. And I mean,
and he had a game winner the other game.
I just want to say this, Jimmy Butler, man. We have you seen the performances he had last year. He had that one epic performance. I forgot how much he dropped. I don't even know if this is Jimmy Butler's career high.
Yeah, it has to be.
It has to be.
Didn't he have an epic performance last year?
I think maybe dropped like 40-some.
Yeah.
I think he had a 50-point performance, man.
I'm not sure.
But
it just proves Jimmy Butler's the go-to guy on that team. Mm-hmm. Even though people argue like, oh, it's Wade because he's the veteran. Like, no, Jimmy Butler's obviously the better overall player. And
he's very young.
Going into the season, they didn't know who would it be. Same like when LeBron went to Miami and Dwayne Wade was there along with Chris Bosh. They had to try and figure out who would be the starlight on that team. And obviously
you got to find your role.
It was going to be LeBron. And Wade had to adjust to it. And Wade's adjusting to being back in Chicago.
So I'm thinking...
And his career high did happen last... Yeah, yep. I'm not used to saying 2016 anymore.
Yeah.
It almost threw me off. It said January 14, 2016. I was like, damn, we're already this much into 2017. But he dropped 53 last year. So,
wow.
So he lost his career high by 1. So then we had another career high performance by Isaiah Thomas, man.
Which I love to see.
5'9", dropping 52 points a game.
Let's give it up. 9 3-pointers.
9 3-pointers. How many you had in the last quarter, Jesse?
29.
Ridiculous.
I love to see that because
that's what people put in the whole game.
Yo, he has
did in a quarter.
He's like that. Allen Iverson. Just have no fear, even though you are the smallest guy on the court. Just have no fear. Take your shots. If there's an opening, you got to take it.
He's a scrappy player too.
Yeah,
man.
very scrappy.
Very
scrappy.
What I
mean? He doesn't care who's in the hole. He'll go in there, dive in.
It's really crazy because I remember when this guy was on the Kings and he was just getting no playing time. Yeah. Suns as well.
He was,
and I was just like, "What are you doing? Like you have such."
Could you imagine if
this guy's great?
Like the Kings are they're doing terrible with their franchise. They let everybody go.
Honestly, might exactly be what Kings need right now in Isaiah Thomas. If they had Isaiah Thomas and DeMarcus Cousins and Rudy Gay.
Yeah, they have no guard.
I feel like that team sounds better than the freaking Celtics.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It really would.
Because Cousins is probably has to be the best big man in the league right now. Yeah.
If you look at it, when Isaiah Thomas got drafted, I don't know if you guys know this, he was the last pick in the draft in 2011 or
he
12.
was the very last pick.
Yeah, he was the very last pick in the second round.
In the second round. Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I thought you meant in the whole draft.
No, he was the last pick in the whole draft. I swear to God.
Yeah.
Well, it's not like NFL where there's rounds. It ends at the second round.
It's only 2 rounds.
Oh, that's true. I forget about that.
Yeah. That's amazing.
Big NFL fan.
And he made the All-Star team last year, and I think that was the first time for a player to get picked last in a draft to make an All-Star team.
And I'm sorry,
so he's grown
if he doesn't start this year and Kyrie Irving does just because of his fan base, I'm going to be so mad. Because Isaiah Thomas is playing.
Well, no, remember, it's the 2 guards, so he could.
Yeah, but
Jimmy Butler would start at shooting guard.
No, probably. It's no shooting guards, just guards.
Yeah, I know it's guards, but DeRozan deserves it.
Remember? No, LeBron made it as a center or something one year, and then Blake made it as center too.
It's 3 front courts, 2 back courts.
Oh, okay.
So
I don't think Jimmy Butler should be there.
No, I think it should be DeRozan and Thomas.
I forget that. Wait, Thomas? Who are you talking about?
Isaiah Thomas.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. What other Thomas is there in the
league? I was thinking Clay,
Thomas?
And I was like...
Clay Thompson?
That's true. That's true.
But,
Kyrie, remember, he has the better team, the better record. He'll start, most likely.
He shouldn't start.
I know. Well, hey, Kobe shouldn't have started.
Yeah, I agree with that, too.
And Ty Lue's going to be the coach because he's the most winning team on the Eastern Conference. That's how they do the All-Star game. So
I feel the system has to be adjusted because I don't really like that.
I like the point guard, shooting guard, like your
I like that,
reliable position.
But fans voting... That's like fans voting for MVP.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like
MLB's the same way, though. They vote for the All-Stars as well.
I don't know.
I know. After the starting five, it's the coaches.
Yeah, it's all coaches. But we'll move away from that topic and we'll move on to a guy talking about Celtics. Jay Crowder, you guys seen his tweet yesterday?
No.
Yeah, he was livid last
He
night.
went off and
I think you guys sent it to me, but I didn't see.
Yeah, you're probably sleeping by then.
Grandpa.
Yeah, you grandpa. But that's what happens when you got a grown man job. You know
That's right.
But he tweeted. Let me grab the exact tweet. But he was complaining of how the Celtics were cheering for the opposing
Gordon
team.
Hayward.
They were cheering for the. He said, "Home team fans cheering for the opposing players now. Aw man, okay, SMH, but good win, fellas. On to the next one." Then a guy tweeted back at him, said, "Welcome to Boston, Jay. Love it or leave it." And then Jay Crowder decided to tweet it back and say, "I have no problem leaving it." Now, I do think this is emotion that shouldn't be shown on Twitter by NBA players. Mm. But
he let the moment get the best of him.
He's
been in trade rumors for a few weeks now.
Yeah, so I can see where he's
aggravated.
He's a phenomenal
player.
A great player. One of the best 3-and-D guys. But I don't know why they get so salty if a guy's doing so well. You know what I mean? Congratulate him. I don't see what's the big deal, because I know guys on opposite teams I've heard in press conferences like, "Oh man, he had a good game. I was happy for him." You know what I mean? He just sounds like he was sipping on too much haterade and let the emotions get the best of him.
Yeah, but I don't know. It's an interesting thing to see.
Coming from a Boston fan base, that's probably one of the biggest fan bases in the NBA. And the fact that
they're faithful fans.
They were cheering on Gordon Hayward and the Utah Jazz.
But remember,
it wasn't like it was.
But it always changes.
LeBron changed.
Or like a Dwayne Wade or someone like famous. Top level in the league.
Hey, you don't know. I don't know what Gordon Hayward's background is. Maybe some ties to Boston.
Maybe.
You know what I mean? So I don't really know. Yeah, I couldn't say.
Yeah.
But people are traveling more. People are going out to see people from Canada. Maybe big. I think Gordon Hayward is Canadian, or he's something like that.
Maybe.
And you know what I mean. The guys are traveling. It's easier to travel.
He was born in Indianapolis.
Oh, never mind.
Yeah.
I have no idea what type of connection.
Well, Indianapolis isn't too far. Oh yeah, it is. It's pretty far.
Maybe they wanted to sign him in free agency. I don't know.
I know. I think he was an option, but I don't know. And then he went to Butler University in Indiana as well. So I don't know. Maybe they just want him on the team.
Maybe
they're secretly saying something.
Yeah, but maybe he's a good player.
I don't think Jay Crowder should be sipping on too much haterade.
Yeah,
and not think too in deep.
Don't let Twitter get too ahead of yourself. You know what I mean?
Know what I mean?
Don't.
Because if you think about it, he probably tweeted after that like, "Hey."
He deleted it.
Oh, he did. Yeah. So he probably regretted it.
And then he talked to Brad Stevens talked to him, and he just said he let the emotions get the best of him. Mm-hmm. Exactly what we said. But still, don't expose your emotions like that. You know what I mean? Send a text Isaiah Thomas.
Yeah, like, yo, Zay, can you believe this?
Can you believe this mother? Nah. But and then you guys were talking about Rondo, and I didn't want to get too much into it because I wanted it to lead into this next segment. But Rondo, man, been benched these last couple of games now.
I don't know. It looks like Rondo's career is fading out the window.
I don't think so. I just think he needs to be on the
three teams in the past 3 seasons.
Yeah, no, I agree with Chisa. I don't think his talent is gone. Last year, last year he really had a phenomenal year.
Yeah, first led the NBA in assists.
All-star.
I just think his style of game is leaving. And it sucks when you have an attitude problem, because I know Rondo butts head with a lot of coaches.
Mm-hmm. Of course.
And nowadays it's so easy to get rid of a guy and get another guy in. They don't even deal with him, and he's not the best. He's not the best at the position right now, so it's even easier to get away.
See, yeah, exactly what you said. It's just his position is growing past him. Almost,
yeah, look at
what I mean?
Ricky Rubio is a good point guard because he's good at creating plays, creating space for players.
Him and Rubio are in the same boat.
I mean, it's skill. I mean, like talent wise, with the assists, definitely.
Rondo's better than Rubio by far.
Yeah, he's better. I mean, they're assist wise.
It's
because Rondo isn't a prolific scorer.
No, neither is Rubio.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Him and Rubio are in the same boat, but those are two players that kind of don't fit into NBA. Because I was trying to think, like, all right, he hasn't got any playing time. He's definitely going to be gone from the team. Yeah. I think it's a definite. He will get traded before the deadline.
Didn't he sign like a 3-year deal?
No, I think it was a 1 year. 1 year, $10 million.
I don't know. I'm about to look up how crazy it was. Deal. But
it wasn't crazy. Because they picked up the excess from Sacramento.
I was trying to figure out like what team he can get traded to, and because I mean, to be honest, if Bulls could play good without him, if they got a nice piece for Rondo, that's a good little pickup. You know what I mean?
They could use a big man.
But bro, he's still only 30 years old with 10 years experience.
Yeah.
He's on a 2-year contract.
Yeah.
So wow, $28 million a year.
Was it really? I thought it was less than that.
But yeah, for $14 million a year specifically. But yeah, this would lead right into our next segment, which it's called If I Were a GM. And what we're going to do is with the trade deadline not coming up, but with trade rumors flourishing as much as it is, what I want to do is I want to go through every team, and we don't got to talk about every specific one, though, like Cavaliers don't really have too many problems. And I want to go through the teams, and we all have a unanimous choice, or each have individual opinion, but we'll say what we feel the team should do to either improve their future, improve right now,
or start rebuilding.
Start the rebuilding process. What move they should
clear
make?
Cap space.
What move they should make right now? Trade, basically. Trade or maybe sign somebody who isn't signed right now. So, with that being said, you guys kind of understand it. You good?
Yeah.
All right, let's start it off with the Atlanta Hawks. You know, they're in the middle of the road.
Actually, I think Atlanta Hawks is already a good team. Ken Bazemore has really shown his own.
Dwight Howard,
Paul Millsap. It's just Paul Millsap. I always hear him in trade rumors.
He's in trade rumors.
Yeah, right now.
I really do think they're a solid team. You know what I mean? They just don't have... They have who they have because they can afford them and they're talented, but they're just not championship. You know what I mean?
Yeah, well,
unless you...
For this team, I would want them to... they got Tim Hardaway, Ken Bazemore, and Dennis Schroeder, all young players. So I would say... Their goal right now should be to stay as good as they are now and just keep trying to find little pieces.
They have to find something. They have to find an impact player. Because even Paul Millsap steps his game up, which I think he's one of the best power forwards, probably top 5 in the game, it's just hard to compete with teams like the Cavs and Boston.
Toronto.
Yeah, it's just... maybe they get a star player.
What I could see them doing, and I honestly leads right into the next team, which is the Celtics, which they keep having trade rumors. I would say for Hawks, build on your young stars, and for Celtics, get a veteran that they need. So I would say maybe even have a trade with Paul Millsap and trade him for maybe a Jay Crowder.
I just don't see him go, oh, no.
That wouldn't go through.
I would say a Jay
Crowder. They have a lot of
draft
picks,
and
though.
Either a draft pick or another player.
Yeah, I just don't see Paul Millsap. He's a big guy. He plays almost like an Al Horford. They played together.
Yeah, exactly.
I forgot about that.
And they were a great team.
Yeah, that's true.
That was the team that was first seed.
Hey, maybe.
You got to keep that in mind.
Yeah.
So imagine that team with Isaiah Thomason, with Avery Bradley. I would say probably get rid of a draft pick. And it benefits both teams. It'll have a Celtics more win now mentality. And
create more space for Dwight Howard.
And for Hawks, he gets more space as well as they have a better future. They'll have a Jay Crowder, a great player right there. You know what I mean? Yeah, he really has potential to be a great defense player. Like he's could be a very solid player, and also a draft pick, and you build on your future from there. And I think that might be a possibility. I mean, I don't know how much longer Paul Millsap want to stay on this team.
Yeah, I just can't think off the top of my head what player would go to the Hawks if they want to trade Paul Millsap, because I was reading some reports. They want 2 assets for Paul Millsap. And I just can't see who they would get for Paul Millsap.
Yeah,
off the top of my head.
Hard. Yeah, without giving up your big guys.
Yeah.
Al Horford obviously isn't going back.
No.
Maybe Paul Millsap, man. Jerebko's not terrible.
Because Paul Millsap, arguably the best player on that team.
Oh, there's no argument about it.
Dennis Schroeder.
Dwight Howard.
No,
I think we had.
When we did the conversation, I said Dennis Schroeder.
I had Dwight.
But let's move on to see that basically. I mean, anything else you guys could say about the Celtics? I would say that's the only real.
Yeah, I'm glad you brought that up.
Or maybe the Clay situation, but I don't think the Clay situation.
I think the NBA is afraid to trade DeMarcus Cousins to the Boston Celtics. I really am, because if you look at it, they don't want the league to get crazy like it is now, like 4 stars on the Warriors, and then the Cavaliers are stacked right now, even though they don't have J.R. Smith. But imagine if DeMarcus Cousins went to the Boston Celtics. Do you know how crazy that would be? LeBron James might not go to the finals if that would happen.
You know what? I just try to stop myself from saying something because I said I don't think it'll be realistic. But you know what? In this case, we are GMs. We could try to make this happen. You know what I mean? So I would say for the Celtics I think they need a big man for sure. So I was going to say either DeMarcus Cousins or maybe do that Klay Thompson trade, man. The Avery Bradley and Jay Crowder for Klay Thompson, because that benefits both teams. I think both teams need that right now. And that'll be beautiful for both teams as well. I can see Isaiah Thomas passing to him. Man, I think those are great 3 options for Celtics, man. they really need some assets like that. They're one piece away.
Oh, definitely.
They're so close, and I can see it. And I need somebody to knock down the Cavaliers. I
want Boston.
I want some competition.
The level of competition.
I want competition.
I want to see Boston in like championship level again, how they used to be against the Lakers.
Now off to the Brooklyn Nets.
Everything. They need everything.
Just get rid of your team.
Yeah, sell the team.
I would say get rid of Brook Lopez. Get rid of Brook Lopez.
You would do with Brook Lopez. You try to gain some young assets.
Yep. Get some picks, maybe. Get some just young developing players. Do something like that. You don't really have much options.
Because right now they're gonna get top 5 pick in the draft.
You're 8-25 right now.
Yeah, top 3, probably maybe number 1 overall.
Bogdanovich is okay. Trevor Booker's been pretty impressive.
Jeremy Lin.
Sean Kilpatrick has been pretty good.
Maybe
Jeremy
even
Lin
trade.
got
I would
potential.
say trade Bogdanovich too.
I mean, he's old. He's a weird guy. He's old, but he's young.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Draft
like
for
man.
some even if you have to take a gamble for his draft pick, you know what I mean? It's better than not doing anything at all.
He's 27 in his second year at NBA. Like, I don't understand that, but yeah, I don't got too much to say about them.
Probably played in like.
I wouldn't want to be their GM. If I was their GM, I'd quit.
I would just
retire.
sell the team. Yeah, make some money off it.
Now we got the Charlotte Hornets, which another team it's not close to being where it's at now, but it's not too far off from being a top 4 team. I mean, they're in and out of the top 4 teams, but I don't know. It's a hard team because they don't have much to work with. You know what I mean? They've been building through the draft and through just little free agent signings. They picked up some
free agents, yeah. Lance Stevenson,
like Batum, like Bellinelli, those are good pickups. Spencer Hawes is a good pickup. Roy Hibbert, that's a trash pickup.
I think they need a big man and probably
who's that?
Shooting guard as well. Who?
For the Hornets?
The Hornets.
Oh,
yeah.
Hornets.
Yeah.
They're a young developing team. Keep Kemba.
Of course,
even
keep
Kendra.
Keep Kemba. Keep Batum. Gilchrist, you might be able to work him, and I say keep Marvin Williams because he's actually a pretty surprising player. What they need to focus on is a big man, but
of course,
at least a skilled big man in that. Frank Kaminsky is still a young guy,
But Roy Hibbert and Spencer Hawes are simply not going to do the job.
Yeah, Spencer Hawes, even though he's a pretty skilled big
range.
man, yeah, he has range.
Shoot the 3,
but not a dominant guy in the paint.
Yeah,
and they need that. Yeah.
So it's hard to have a team like this because you don't have much really talent to trade for. I would say just keep building through either the draft and picking up little assets here and there, and maybe one day in a few years. But yeah, it's really hard for them. Now the Chicago Bulls would almost started this argument. The main priority, Dish Rondo, and I think that's their biggest priority and their only priority. If I was them, Mike Carter-Williams is good at their point guard. Yeah, and Isaiah Cannon is nice too.
Yeah, so maybe that position's a little filled. Use Rondo, bait him for somebody. It's just hard because I think with that stubborn attitude, not too many coaches are interested.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I know
they need a big man. Going into the season, they were low at that 4 and 5 spot.
I mean, even though Taj is a really good player, you need a true center.
Yeah. What point guard? Excuse me as a yawn. What point guard? Wow. What big man can be traded for a point guard? It's kind of hard. I mean, maybe even a 76ers trade.
Noreen's Noel going to Chicago? That'd be interesting.
Because I know they do need. I know that they do need a guard really bad as the 76ers.
Exactly.
I could see Rondo maybe playing with Embiid, but he's not going to be the lead of the team because as soon as Ben Simmons comes back, he's the same guy who will drive the ball down the court. He'll be the ball handler for that team.
Well, we obviously still haven't seen the potential of Ben Simmons yet or what his function will be.
But once again, Rondo is just hard to work with him with that attitude. It really
His attitude isn't that crazy.
It
anymore.
is.
It's really not. He got benched and he hasn't even complained. Apparently, Fred Hoiberg said he took it like as professional as anybody could possibly take it. He said he didn't complain, nothing. So I think the days of Rondo, he's 30 years old now. He's not a kid anymore. But I would say maybe trade him to the 76ers or
just another team that could use him. I can't think of another team.
It's not.
Oh wait, he was already on the Mavs.
Yeah, it's hard because I was gonna say maybe Kings and get like one of their backup centers or something. Because I know Willie Cauley-Stein's on the trading rumor, but he was on the Kings. It's kind of hard. It's getting real hard for him. And back then I would have wanted him on the Lakers, but now we got every team. The point guard position is a very hard position nowadays, and it's really a little
maybe the
curveball.
Yeah, I was just gonna say that. Play
The
with
Pelicans.
Anthony
I
Davis.
don't know why, because I think Ish Smith is a great point guard, and Drew Holiday's already
Ish
there
Smith
too.
been off the team. You talking
forgot.
about?
Yeah,
He's on
my bad.
Detroit.
He's on Detroit.
Yeah, they
sorry.
got Tim Frazier.
Maybe even Detroit.
Yeah.
Bring
But
that
yeah,
up.
that
They
that,
just
that,
got
Reggie
that team
Jackson.
that
Yeah,
team
you
is
can
filled with
two-way
Tyreek
though.
Evans, Drew Holiday, and Tim Frazier. They already got the point guard position filled. It's hard.
You say
Super
Tyreek
hard.
Evans is a point guard.
could play
Tyreek Evans plays
point
point guard.
I know.
But
Point
Cavs. The only thing I can see them doing in the meantime is maybe picking up a little asset to just pick up for the J.R. Smith.
Yeah,
They
I
always
was
pick
gonna
up a
mention
freaking Richard Jefferson or something
He's
crazy
solid.
like that. I think they're good where they are. Dallas Mavericks.
Oh man.
A lot to be done with this team. I think
Well,
one thing.
Dirk's on the career. They're kind of on a Dirk world tour, kind of right now. Even though we're not definite about his retirement, but I think this is the last season we'll see him.
Definitely.
Harrison Barnes has been playing really well for them. Maybe build around him, put some scores around him. Maybe now this is his time to really become
A star.
But besides that, Mavs isn't a big place
need
where
a-
people want to play.
No,
Maybe
I disagree.
Mark Cuban
That's
is
a
good.
big market.
I don't know. Look at DeAndre. This man was basically signed to the Mavs and bounced like literally 2.3 seconds.
I think they need a guard. They're going to be needing a power forward soon because of Dirk retiring. They always needed a center because they have Andrew
They got
Bogut.
Bogut.
That's
And there's Powell at the power forward position also. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So maybe it's just a team trying to develop, just getting key assets.
Yeah, I'm gonna go down their roster real quick and Justin Anderson, J.J. Barea, Harrison Barnes, Andrew Bogut, Nicholas Brasino, Seth
that?
Curry, I don't know, Dorian Finney-Smith, who's okay, A.J. Hammonds, Devin Harris, who's
I hate him.
yeah, Pierre Jackson, Wesley Matthews, Salam Majrouri, Dirk Nowitzki, Dwight Powell, and Darren Williams. Like they have a lot of players who I'm like, who the hell are
You gotta
they?
Google search them. Yeah.
Darren Williams is okay. He's been playing really good with that team, actually.
Yeah.
Seth Curry been doing good with that team. Harrison Barnes been doing good. Bogut's doing his role. Wesley Matthews is okay.
Yeah, right now they have to
Yeah,
be on the rebuild.
I would say what I would do if I was them is not really do anything trade
Hey,
wise.
they're good with tanking,
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
and getting picks, yeah.
I would say just not tank this season basically and get your pick. And Dirk Nowitzki contract. I would say he's gonna retire after this year. I'd honestly convince him to retire, and I would just basically use that money and pick up. They're not gonna find a star, but pick up little assets to go around your pieces because they do have a few pieces here and there. And even the people that they do have, Darren Williams isn't expensive anymore. Wesley Matthews not expensive. Harrison Barnes was the most expensive player they got. So
Yeah.
He got overpaid.
yeah, definitely. Then we got. I honestly don't think we're gonna be able to finish this today because we're already at 47 minutes. So if anything, we'll just continue it off.
Oh yeah,
the next
we can do
episode.
it, yeah.
That always could happen.
Maybe we just leave it at this little chunk and then
Let's get to. Let's see where. No, we're not even close halfway. I would say let's get to the Rockets or Pacers and end it there.
Okay.
We're a few teams down.
All right, we talk about the Pacers.
But no, I'm saying we got 5 more teams to the Pacers.
Okay.
So we got the Nuggets, another team that they honestly have a lot of pieces.
I think they have a bright future.
I would say Kenneth Fareed isn't really working for that team, unfortunately.
Yeah.
And
The dunking is over. You know what I mean? We need some scorers. Moutier, I like him as a point guard a lot.
Me
Wilson Chandler is a great small forward, but no one ever mentions him.
Jokic is great, man. Will Barton is great. Danilo Gallinari, I've been hearing him with the trade rumors.
Yeah, maybe that's who
What's
your
his
piece
name
is.
just got drafted there? Murray? Murray? Or...
So Moutier?
No. The other...
Jamal Murray? Is that who
Yeah.
you're referring to?
Yeah. The other point guard they
Another
have.
player that has potential. I would say build off. I mean, it's still Murray's first year, so you can't really tell too much.
Gallinari would be an awesome trade
I know.
for that team.
Yeah, Gallinari. The 3 options to get rid of are Gallinari, Nurkic, and Kenneth Fareed.
Don't be surprised if Gallinari somehow gets on a contending team.
I hope.
That would be a good
He
asset.
played great for New York.
Think about it now.
I mean, talking about like
How about the Celtics?
low-key Celtics, low-key the Cavs,
That would be a good.
Spurs,
The Cavs
maybe.
wouldn't be able to afford
The
it.
Cavs can't afford him.
That's true. Spurs, maybe. Just on some
The
like.
Celtics might really be a good option. Thinking about it now, I just don't know who they would get rid of, and they already got Crowder.
Yeah.
I wouldn't get rid of Jay Crowder for Gallinari at
I
all.
would.
He's a good space guy. Spread out the floor.
Because what's
His
Gallinari
shot
putting
is-
up? Like 18?
Yeah,
Solid?
his shot is really. I love it a lot. The guy is the dagger from 3.
He just needs to stay healthy.
Oh yeah, that's his problem because being a big guy, it's hard to stay healthy. He could do many things. He can.
What about a team like the Grizzlies? Forgotten already. Spread the floor out.
Yeah, but you already have Chandler Parsons there, make the floor a little smaller.
I totally forgot about Chandler Parsons.
Yeah.
Damn, he's another hard one to find a match in because it's like you want to throw him on a contending team, but it's almost hard because
he's just
looking money or
he's money chasing.
Yeah, he really is. Toward the end of his career too.
That's another difficult play right there. But I say build around Emmanuel Mudiay. We can't say Jamal Murray yet. See his potential first. Emmanuel Mudiay, Will Barton, and
Wilson
Jokic.
Chandler could be on the trading block too.
Yeah, I could see him gone too. To be honest, that's a nice veteran pickup for some teams, man.
Oh hell yeah! Especially if Rudy Gay somehow leaves, that'd be a good pickup for the Kings.
Oh yeah, Kings. Yeah, that'd be a good option too. Maybe if they could work out a trade, Nuggets and Kings. And
I think they need everything.
Nah, I don't see. I see Rudy. When we get to the Kings, Rudy Gay is going to. I can see him going to contend.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So Rudy Gay, go. But let's get to the team after the Pistons, which they have potential. They really do.
I thought Tobias Harris would make a bigger impact on that team.
You had him. You had very high expectations for this team.
Yeah, he's a phenomenal small forward. He could, shoot really well, create space for guys, back players down. Almost do it all. But we haven't seen him really develop. Stan Van Gundy haven't really got his guys in the right shape, I guess. I'm not saying physically, but game plan wise. Because Reggie Jackson, great player. Tobias Harris, great player. Andre Drummond, probably top 5 center in the league.
Oh, for sure.
But for some reason, they just can't get this train rolling. I don't know if it's the age.
They had a bad start to the season
because
Reggie Jackson was out for a month and a half.
Yeah,
beginning of the year.
And what I read reports that he's kind of like a selfish player.
Reggie Jackson?
Yeah.
Honestly, Reggie Jackson is the person I will be getting rid of because Detroit is number 3 in team payrolls, and that's not good at all.
Yeah.
They're think about this. They're over the Clippers, San Antonio, Golden State, Toronto.
Wow.
That's insane. That's big money.
Not to mention they're over. Who was it? Where are they? Celtics. I don't know why I can't find the team. They're over the Celtics. They're over. Large amount is Houston. They're over Oklahoma City. They're over. Knicks. They're over so many teams, and it's ridiculous because they're not better than any of those teams.
Oh, not at all.
No.
So I would say dump a big contract like Reggie Jackson. Way too big of a contract. Ish Smith is a great player, not a great player, but he's a great great foundation. He was really doing great for even when Reggie Jackson was gone. I don't think he'll make that much of a difference.
Yeah, I think him gone and maybe that picking up another piece. Maybe a small forward
or a shooting guard.
Yeah,
because teams wouldn't shy away from Reggie Jackson, to be honest.
Because I know Bane isn't. He's a good center. He's a good scoring center. Just offensive minded, not as good as Andre is. Right, Andre Drummond, yeah.
Yeah.
DeAndre and Andre is stuck in my head today.
Draymond?
Yeah, Draymond too. He struggles on the offensive side. On the free throw shooting side. So Reggie Jackson, I think, could be a big pickup for a lot of teams.
I agree. I would say find some moves for Reggie Jackson. Definitely.
He's a good scorer.
And Stanley Johnson's okay. Andre Drummond is great.
Yeah, I thought this team would be just a lot better.
Ish Smith, Marcus Morris, all good talents. Tobias Harris, man. They really got some key players.
Yeah.
I say, eliminate the weak on your team and then get rid of Reggie Jackson so maybe you could get a few key players. You know what I mean? Golden State Warriors, if it's not to just build more depth. And
trade
I feel
Curry. No.
No. I would say the only trade that I would do if I was their franchise and truthfully do is the Klay Thomas trade. Only because they're stuck in a position right now with the Kevin Durant's contract.
Wait, yeah. Klay Thompson.
Klay Thompson for Jay Carter and Avery Bradley.
You said Thomas?
Thomas?
Did I say Thomas?
Yeah, I think so. I was confused. I was like, wait.
I love that trade so much. It makes the Warriors better.
It makes the Celtics better.
It makes the Warriors better. So Steph has more space to shoot. Even though these guys have a lot of space, he just gets the ball more. KD gets the ball more.
I can't, as much as people
want
to see
Draymond Green there.
As much as people want to see KD fail, I don't see him just being a one and done on this team because he's not going to take a hit on his legacy for just.
He has to win a title or it's over.
Basically, he literally put himself in a situation. But let's talk about the Rockets now, which man, they're very close. They turned into a team. I think they're being done perfectly right now.
Yeah.
Like, they're props to their general manager. He's doing a phenomenal job.
Only thing I would have to say is they have great defensive players, but just for themselves to play better defense.
Yeah.
Because they can score. They can really score.
Of course, especially with Mike D'Antoni.
They could use a better center. It's weird because they got a lot of great pieces, but I don't want them to get
If
rid
they had a young
I don't want them to get rid of any.
Oh, my God.
I don't want them to get rid of any pieces. And that's almost the problem where...
And I think they're a top 5 team in the NBA right now.
Oh, yeah.
Without a doubt. Number 3. They're 27
Power
and 9.
ranked number 3.
27 and 9? Oh, my God.
Their power ranking just came out at number 3.
Yeah, they got a better record than the Raptors right now. So, phenomenal team. And I would say... I wouldn't change anything because you don't. I wouldn't trade any of your pieces to do something dramatically right now. I would say just build. Let me find out where they are in the. I don't think they're that high in the salary cap. They are. Let me see. Houston. They're 21, man. Very low. So I would say just wait for the season to end and James Harden. If he's not an MVP this year, I don't care. He'll be an MVP eventually.
Oh, yeah, he will.
So build on that, man. I wouldn't touch that team. I think they're perfect right now. Now let's do one last team, and it's going to be the Pacers, and then we're going to have to wrap this up due to me having to leave to work. I have an overnight shift, 8 to 4.
The struggle.
Yeah, not feeling that. And I got to be at my job in 27 minutes, so let's speed this one up.
Pacers... they just got to. I think they got to switch their coaching. To be honest,
yeah, I was
Frank Vogel leaving was big.
Find a coach that can work with that offense. Work with Paul George, work with Monte because they have great scores. They have good defense. Thaddeus Young at the power forward. That makes them even faster. Miles Turner coming.
Great player.
Oh, phenomenal player.
And George Hill.
You know what wait, no, George Hill's not
there. Yeah, Jeff Teague.
Jeff Teague.
I keep forgetting about that.
They got Rodney Stuckey too, man.
Yeah, this is a really good team. They just got to find the right setting to play on because they could play really fast. Paul George, if he could play great, he's an MVP contender.
Yeah.
Monte Ellis never made to an All-Star game, plays like an All-Star. Jeff Teague was an All-Star. These are great players. Like when you look at this team on paper, that should be NBA finalists.
Yeah.
As a GM, what I would do is just get rid of coaching.
Yeah.
Get rid of coaching for sure and get somebody that could fit your style of play. Exactly. I remember when you said in the beginning of the year when we did our predictions podcast of the season, you said you didn't think their coaching would work out. And beautiful prediction from you. Props because you predicted that one perfectly, even though you got everything else wrong. But
the thing about the Pacers is they have a good future too. Like
Miles Turner, Paul George.
Took the words right out of my mouth.
This one is literally.
Yeah, and Miles Turner, huge future. Paul George, young. You know
just keep.
Al Jefferson is on the bench.
I would honestly, if I'm dishing anybody, it'll probably be Al Jefferson. And that's sad because they just signed him, but some teams could use Al Jefferson.
Oh, yeah.
And Thaddeus Young works okay for them. I would say get rid of Al Jefferson and pick up a pick, but not a crazy pick. Just maybe a second-rounder pick and then a little key player. Yeah. And that's really it. That's all I would do.
Because they already have stars on their team.
Yeah.
And just build through the draft.
Just need a new coach.
Yep.
Exactly. But this is going to be the end for this one. Sorry I had to rush it up real quick, but due to time constraints, everybody's schedule has been off just because we all work, and not Jesse, but we all work.
Jesse got that good life.
Yeah.
And it's hard to fit every podcast into the schedules, but we will keep on going consistently. We are up on iTunes now. You can find us there. You can find us on SoundCloud. You can find us up on YouTube. We're getting our logo designed as we speak. We already got the Triangle Podcast logo. We got the First Strike Podcast logo. And now we got our whole brand logo coming out very soon.
Which is big.
Excited to show you guys that one. You can find us everywhere under the name All of the Above ENT Entertainment. Follow us, subscribe, share, show your friends, do whatever. Just keep our views have been getting higher and higher, and it's amazing to see, and it's exciting to see.
We keep pushing.
Yeah, we're getting views all over the world.
Keep listening. Amazing. We keep pushing.
2017 is starting, and we have big plans for you guys. We want to have a movie podcast, a wrestling podcast, a WWE wrestling, not like wrestling, like
NCAA.
Yeah.
Not Greco wrestling.
A music podcast. We're gonna get so much done in 2017. Game streaming. Just wait on it. I'm telling you. Tune in now so you guys can watch the growth. That's all I have to say. Be the first. Send us questions in. You know the regular routine. I'm sorry. We will be back. Have a podcast next week as well. Always. We're at least gonna have one a week. I promise you that. With that being said, I think we're out.
Really
we out.
plug.
All right. Peace, guys.
Peace.